Good evening, everyone. This is Reading for Charity again. Slightly later again, thanks to my beautiful daughter needing to be put down to sleep and fighting every single moment of it. So apologise for slightly later, but then nobody turns up for the streams anyway. I think most of you watch it on video, so that's fine. So usual spiel, as per usual, which is the Reading for the Archie Foundation. It's a fantastic charity. It helps sick kids in the northeast of Scotland. Kids who have to be in hospital for whatever reason. They make their lives a little bit easier. They've got a kids theatre up there, and if you've ever been in hospital, you know it's a terrifying experience as an adult. So it can only be worse as a child. And these guys try to make it as easy on them as possible, and it's a really, really good charity to support. So today we have Johathon Livingston Seagull, which is a book, which is a very skinny book as it happens. Let's see, there we go, very, very skinny book, which also has plenty of pictures, which makes it even smaller than you'd expect. So this isn't going to be a particularly long review today because there's not that much to talk about. So, Johathon Livingston Seagull, a story by Richard Bach. It's an interesting little short story. It's only the book itself is 87 pages long, but probably 20 of those pages are pictures. So it's probably more like 60 pages really in total. And it's the story of a seagull who is more interested in living than existing. This seems to be a theme with some of the books that I've read, in terms of some of the uplifting kind of books, or the books that people find uplifting. Again, with the likes of Paula Spencer, which is a book where the titular character starts off just existing and finishes the book really properly being alive for the first time. Or the first time in many years at least. In this book it's seagulls, which are predominantly known as being a particularly stupid bird who do nothing but scavenge and hunt for food and procreate, and really that's the limit of their existence. And the story is about Johathon Livingston Seagull, who decides that there is more to life than just fighting over scraps and running away, essentially. And he decides flight is the means that life should be lived. And coincidentally, that Richard Bach is a pilot. So I'm wondering if the choices there are slightly self-discovered. But Johathon Livingston Seagull, learns to fly better and faster than any other seagull as part of his flock, and is thrown out from his flock for it. And what appears to be a manoeuvre gone bad that kills Johathon Seagull actually takes him onto this, what looks like a higher plane of existence style of thing, where the birds here alongside are almost beings of pure thought, who can produce manoeuvres without flapping their wings, who are on a higher plane from the rest of his flock, and he gets trained by them, and eventually he gets followers of his own and goes back to his flock and tries to teach them the meaning of life, and eventually when it's time for him to move on, his replacement, whose name I no longer can remember, Fletcher Seagull. What's Fletcher's first name? Something Fletcher Seagull. Takes his place, and Fletcher Lind Seagull, that's the one. Realises that despite not feeling ready to take Johathon's place, he really is taking Johathon's place, and he finally understands some of the lessons that Johathon was trying to teach him. So that's the synopsis of the book in a nutshell. In terms of actually explaining all that now, it is basically a tale about actually trying to live rather than just exist. That's the story behind this. It's 60 pages worth of parable, if you like. It's a 60-page parable, basically saying, don't live life or fighting over scraps and worrying about stuff. Actually find something that you love and become it and do it, and suddenly life will change for you. So in terms of a nice uplifting parable, it's very enjoyable. I found struggling to speak today. I found the story maybe just the teensiest bit cloying, just a teensiest bit over the top, like most parables are. I know that's what parables are supposed to be like. But it was literally, for me, one step away from being a cat poster. That's how close it was for me. It was an enjoyable read, definitely an enjoyable read, and it's a little book, I think, that if you were feeling down, you'd sit and you could read, and in 45 minutes at the end of it, you feel, you can feel a lot better. If that's the kind of person you are, and you find that sort of thing uplifting, then it's definitely that style of book for you. But yes, there's not a huge amount else to say about the book. Again, it's 40 pages of parable. So it's going to be a very, very quick review today. So should you read this book? If you are the type of person who finds, uplifting parables doing your mental health the world of good, yes, absolutely read this book. It's a lovely little story. There's very little characterization in it. It's purely about getting across the idea that you control the means to make your life better. Just stop existing and start living. And if you find it uplifting, then you should totally read this book. And it's one of the ones that you should keep around and read it again and again and again when you feel you have the need. If it helps your mental health, absolutely go for it. This is the book for you. If you're like me, who is massively confident to the bordering on arrogance, don't need this so much. This isn't a book that I will go back and read again. I'm glad I read it, but that's as far as it's going to go, I think. I enjoyed it though. It's a nice little read. Yes, I think that's all we're going to say about that one. That's all we're going to say about that. Next up for Sunday, because this is Wednesday, will be Blackadder, the whole damn dynasty, and that's quite a lot. So that's all 4 seasons plus a little bit more of scripts for Blackadder, plus a few odds and ends. I'm looking forward to that because Blackadder is one of my favourite TV shows. And it's genius. So that will be Sunday's review. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I'll put the links to the Arts Foundation and the Just Giving page in the description of this video, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube. Please go ahead and donate. It's a fantastic charity to support. We've raised over £750 for them so far. I'd love, at the end of this, to get a grant. That's my ultimate aim, is to get £1,000 by the end of this. And if we can get it through donations, that would be absolutely magnificent. So if you've never donated before, please go ahead and donate. If you have donated before, please donate again. Just up the donation amount a little bit. It's absolutely fine. It's a really, really good charity to support. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. I will speak to you all again on Sunday. This is Reading for Charity, and good evening.